To start off, let's look at the definition first. Definition of a virus. A virus is an infective agent that typically consists of a nucleic acid molecule in a protein coat. The virus is too small to be seen by light microscopy and is only able to replicate within the host cell. Next, definition of bacteria. Bacteria is a member of a large group of unicellular microorganisms that have a cell wall but lack organelles. What is the similarity between viruses and bacteria? First, virus and bacteria are too small to be seen by the naked eye. Since the virus is categorized as acellular and bacteria is prokaryotes, so both do not have nucleus or nuclei. Even though virus and bacteria do not have nucleus or nuclei, but both contain DNA and enzymes so that they can be replicated but in a different way. Virus and bacteria also can cause disease such as flu, rabies, Ebola, and cholera. Last but not least, virus and bacteria is easy to spread by roads of coughing, sneezing, and coming into contact with contaminated animals or people.
Are often confused between bacteria and viruses, but actually they are very different from each other. The size of bacteria are very large compared to the viruses. The cell wall of bacteria are peptidoglycan or lipopolysaccharide, while viruses have no cell wall but protein coat present in viruses. Next, ribosomes are present in bacteria but absent in viruses. The DNA of bacteria are floating freely in cytoplasm, while DNA and RNA of viruses enclose inside a coat of protein. Next, bacteria are a living organism, while viruses are between living and non-living things. Next, bacteria are unicellular, while viruses are not considered as a cell, so they are neither unicellular or multicellular. The infection of bacteria are localized, while infection of viruses are systemic. Bacteria are able to reproduce by itself, while viruses need a living cell to reproduce. And lastly, the reproduction of bacteria are through binary fission, while viruses invade a host cell and takes over the cell, causing it to make copies of the viral DNA or RNA. Then viruses will destroy the host cell and releasing new viruses.
Now we are going to look at the characteristic of a virus. First is in terms of the components. The three components in a virus are nucleic acid, DNA or RNA, capsid, and an outer envelope but only in some viruses. Next is the shape of the virus. Virus shape can be based on the capsid. First, helical, the rod shape. Second, polyhedral, the many-sided shape. Third, complex combination of both helical and polyhedral by having structures like a tail. And spherical shape, which is the shape of most enveloped virus. The last one is the replication type. First type is among bacteria and virus, which is the lytic and lysogenic, just like in bacteriophage. Second is replication in animal virus, which is DNA replication, RNA replication, and RNA replication for retrovirus. Moving on, we are going to look at the components, shape, and replication type of COVID-19. So in COVID-19, there are envelopes, spike glycoprotein, membrane protein, small envelope protein, nucleocapsid, and containing a single-stranded of positive sense RNA, which is similar to host mRNA. COVID-19 is a spherical envelope, and the replication type is single RNA replication.